Yes, blessed dear sadhakas, as we saw in the morning, one of the greatest thing to do in life, not to waste the life, is studying Shastras. And any shortcut methods from any masters we do, listen about sadhana. We may reach also if we fully surrender to that master, and that master also is true and worthy. But same time, nothing like studying Shastras and intellectually apprehending by ourselves all that is said in the Shastras. सब महात्मा से ये जप करो वो ध्यान करो हो जाएगा, वो तो जाता भी होगा definitely, but nothing like as we are studying ourselves the Upanishads with Bhashyam, and there we are understanding every aspect. What is Brahman is nature, what is the world, how it is projected out of him, what is Maya, what is Jiva Bhava, what is the Bandhanam, what is the Moksha. As we are systematically studying through the study of Shastras, perhaps we don't get it anywhere. So that way, congratulate yourself, congratulate each other for being able to do the best of the things which any human being can do. There's nothing greater than this. But this thing alone has to be done in a greater manner, day by day, by increasing all our abilities, capabilities, qualities, etc. This alone we have to do. Study Shastra, understand the truth, stand under the truth. That's it. There is no fourth thing to be done. But same is to be done more intensely, more deeply, more with our own application, more and more cautiously, so that without any going inside tracks, we reach to the truth straight away. May we all that way be blessed by the Guru Parampara, the Lord, continuously, so that we are on this path, undoubtedly reaching the truth very soon. What very soon? In this very moment, very life. Let us start like every day our evening classes of Bhagavatam Dashamaskandham, Bhagavatam Dwadashaskandham, then Adhyatma Ramayanam, our Sri Rama teaching to Tara through her to all of us the Tattvopadesham. And in today we will be chanting our Sri Ramachandra Ashtottara Shatanamavadihi. Let us start and let this be done with all Dhyana Yukta Mana meditational poise. Om 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 Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhetamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Sachidanandarupaya Vishwatpatyadihetave Tapatraya Vinashaya Sri Krishnaya Vayan Namaha. Nigamakalpatarorgalitam phalam Shukamukadamritadrava Pivata Bhagavatam Rasamalayam Muhuraho Rasika Bhuvi Bhavuka Narayanan Namaskritya Naranchaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayeet. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Yontah Pravishya Mama Vachamimam Prasuktam Sanjeevayatya Shakti Dharaswadhamna Anyansha Hastacharana Shravana Tvagadina Pranan Namo Bhagavate Purushaya Tubhyam. समस्त देवताभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो ब्राह्मणेभ्यो आचार्येभ्यो भक्तेभ्यो साधुभ्यो साधकेभ्यो तीर्थेभ्यो क्षेत्रेभ्यो नदी नदीभ्यो नमः. आचार्येभ्यो शास्त्रेभ्यो नमः. परब्रह्मणे महाविष्णवे ब्रह्मणे सनकादिमुनिभ्यो नारदाय वेदव्यासाय शुकब्रह्मर्षये सूतमहामुनये शौनकादिऋषिभ्यो अत्र्यादिऋषिभ्यो प्रह्लादादिभक्तजनेभ्यो मत्स्यादेवतारेभ्यो आदित्यादिनवग्रहदेवताभ्यो दक्षिणामूर्ति दत्तात्रेय हयग्रीवादिगुरुभ्यो श्री आदिपराशक्तिमात्रे नमः। मातापितृदेवताभ्यो नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। आद्यशङ्कराचार्यादिगुरुभ्यो नमः। सङ्कल्पः सर्वेषां गुरूणां देवतानां परब्रह्मणः श्रुतिमातो अनुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्तब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधस्य अस्मिन् क्षणे एव अनुभवसिद्ध्यर्थं पुराणेतिहासोक्तभगवद्भागवतदर्शनानुग्रहानुभव प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकसंस्कृतेः हैन्दवसंस्कृतेः अद्वैतज्ञानस्यापि पुनरुत्थान पुनर्जागरण विश्वव्याप्त्यर्थं तत्कृते कङ्कणबद्ध समस्त साधक भक्त सेवक उपासक जिज्ञासूणां संस्थापकानाञ्च आयुरारोग्यैश्वर्य क्षेम स्थैर्य धैर्य श्रद्धा भक्त्यादि सत्साधना सत्संपद्वारा समस्त शत्रु विघ्न निर्मूलन द्वारा समस्त अनुकूल्यतानां सिद्धि द्वारा धर्म संस्थापन कार्ये दिग्विजय प्राप्त्यर्थं विश्वशांति कल्याण एकता प्राप्त्यर्थं च अस्माकमहि समस्त सत् संपदा सत् संगस्य दिग्विजय निर्विघ्न विजय प्राप्त्यर्थं च श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराण शास्त्रस्य दशमस्कन्धस्य द्वादशस्कन्धस्यापि पारायणमध्ययनं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। आदौ दशमस्कन्धः। In this 10th skandha, few shlokas we will see. Last ones as given by Shri Krishna Bhagavan through AKRURA to Dhrutarashtra, and also what is a reply of Dhrutarashtra. Today we will try to see. Now chant from 23 mantra, 49 chapter. Om Shri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha. Srimad Bhagavata Mahapuranam Dashamaskandha Purvardha Ata Ekona Panchashattamo Shri Shuka Uvacha Akrura Uvacha उष्णातियान धर्मेण स्वबुद्ध्यातम् अपण्डितं ते अकृतार्थं प्रहिण्वन्ति प्राणारायः सुतादयः स्वयं किल्बिषमादाय तैस्त्यक्तो नार्थको विदः असिद्धार्थो विशति अन्धं स्वधर्मविमुखस्तमः तस्मात् लोकमिमं राजन् स्वप्नमाया मनोरथं वीक्ष्यायम्यात्मनात्मानं समः शान्तो भव प्रभो। धृतराष्ट्र उवाच यथा वदति कल्याणीं वाचं दानवते भवान् तथा नया न तृप्यामि मर्त्यः प्राप्य यथा अमृतं तथापि सूनृता सौम्य हृदि न स्थीयते चले पुत्रानुरागविषमे विद्युत् सौदामिनी यथा ईश्वरस्य विधिं को नो विधुनोत्यन्यथा पुमान् भूमेर्भारावताराय योऽवतीर्णो यदोः कुले यो दुर्विमर्शपथया निजमाययेदं सृष्ट्वा गुणान् विभजते तदनुप्रविष्टः तस्मै नमो दुरवबोधविहारतन्त्र संसारचक्रगतये परमेश्वराय। श्रीशुक उवाच इत्यभिप्रेत्य नृपतेः अभिप्रायं स यादवः सुहृद्भिः समनुज्ञातः पुनर्यदुपुरीमगातो शशंस रामकृष्णाभ्यां धृतराष्ट्रविचेष्टितं पाण्डवान् प्रति कौरव्यः युद्धं यदर्थं प्रेषितः स्वयं। ओम इति श्रीमद्भागवते महापुराणे पारमहंस्यां वैयासिक्याम् अष्टादशसाहस्र्यां पारमहंस्यां संहितायां दशमस्कन्धे पूर्वार्धे एकोनपञ्चाशत्तमोऽध्यायः समाप्तमिदं दशमस्कन्धस्य पूर्वार्धं। फ्रेंड्स, saluting Parabrahma, Shrutimata, all Bhagavata avatars, acharyas, Rishi Muni Guru Devatas and Bhaktas, and our own Gurus and Vyasa Bhagavan Shukadevji. Let us study further these portions of 10th Skandha, 12th Skandha Bhagavatam, also Adhyatma Ramayanam are so very important. We are saying every day, we are seeing every day also, undoubtedly. And what teachings Sri Krishna through AKRURA giving to Dhritarashtra, each and every one of them are so very much valid and important to each and every one of us also. So here these mantras, every one of them again we will not repeat. We will only see from this 23rd mantra. What was said in 23rd, if you remember? Pushnati yan adharmena pranaha rayaha sutadayaha. So our own life, we through adharma try to protect or make it joyful. Our own dhana adi we want to increase through adharma, and also sutadayaha, for their sake also we do adharma. तो इन तीनों को पोषण करने के लिए whatever the adharma we do, okay, these three things, prana, raya, sutadaya, prahinvanti, they only leave us one day and go. Out of our attachment to these three things, when we have done all the adharma and papa, they leave us and go. And what they leave us with is what papa we have done. समझ गए ना बात? जिनके लिए हम पाप कर रहे हैं वो हमको छोड़कर जाते हैं. जो पाप हमने किया, अधर्म हमने किया, वो हमारे साथ ही रहता है टू गिव अस ऑल द नॉन पॉजिटिव रिजल्ट्स. You understand it? How important? Such person is labeled here as apanditam akrutartham. He is absolutely otherwise ignorant fellow, apandita. And akrutartha, he has done absolutely not the thing to be done and the wrong thing he has done. Why did he do for these three? Pranaha, Rayaha, Sudadaya, Adharma. Answer given is Swabudhya. Thinking that they are mine, they will stay with me, they will reciprocate and give me the love, etc. In that way, he was doing the adharma. But he is apandita as well as his akrutartha. Artha means meaningful, kruta means done. Akrutartha means not done the meaningful. Therefore, he lived whole life meaninglessly, fruitlessly, uselessly. So, what therefore has to be understood? For anybody's sake, whether it is Sutadayaha, children, whether it is Rayaha, Dhanadi, whether it is Pranaha, our end, Sukha Bhoga, for any of these three and many other reasons, we should never do the dharma, adharma. We should never propitiate or do the favor to all these things by doing the adharma. So, directly to Dhritarashtra, for the sake of your children, Duryodhana Adi, you are doing this adharma of neglecting Pandavas and cheating them, trying to take away their kingdom. These children also are not going to stay with you, they will die only. It happened only to them. And you are remaining with your adharma papa, and such who is apandita and akrutartha. Therefore, who is pandita, who is krutartha? The one who never gives up dharma, never compromises with dharma because of attachment to anything or being. Therefore, more simply, more directly, if you have to talk this topic as a summary or saramsha, you mind your life of dharma. Nothing is yours, whether children or anybody, and you never belong to anyone to such an extent that for their sake you do adharma and you are caught by the adharma. Is it clear in our understanding? Are we accepting it? Then we are saving ourselves from being or continuing to be like a Dhritarashtra. If not, we are like him. लेटर ऑन जितना भी कहो कि मैंने उसके लिए इसके लिए ये पाप किया, nobody will listen. They will say, we never asked you to do the papa for us. You are supposed to take care of us. That was your duty to do righteously. You have done. We will not take part or partake the papa done by you. Is it not? मतलब ये इतना सेंसिटिव पॉइंट है कि नहीं, हम अपने जिंदगी भर में अपने घर गृहस्थी के लिए कितना कितना अधर्म पाप करके कितना कितना चीज पैसे कमाए. We have not earned money place. We have earned only adharma. And that is waiting for the right time to take revenge on us. इसका रिजल्ट जरूर हमको कुछ ना कुछ रूप से मिलेगा. Therefore, at least now onwards, never ever compromise with dharma for the sake of anything, for the sake of anybody, चाहे कुछ भी हो जाए, then only we are not doing new adharma, therefore we are not collecting new papa, and the existing one will go away by giving us various experiences. Let us be ready to receive them. Out of them, any one of them can be burnt or removed by the grace of Lord through prayers, upasanas to the Lord, asking Him for forgiveness. We try to get rid of some of them. This is how the life has to be lived. अभी इसमें spirituality कुछ ऐड ही नहीं किया. It's only common sense wala life to live with dharma. With that pure heart, we can pursue spirituality of bhakti, jnanam, yogam, ityadi. We can reach out to the reality. These are the values we have to learn and practice. These are the values we have to pass on to our next generations. Next one he says कि स्वयं किल्बिषमादाय तैः त्यक्तः न अर्थकोविदः असिद्धार्थः विशति अंधम स्वधर्म विमुखः तमः. This shloka we studied yesterday more than 10 minutes. Swadharma vimukaha andham tamaha vishati. The person who has given up his own dharma and swadharma, he will enter into the tama andha only. Here swadharma is paramarthika spiritual sadhana. Dharma means whatever the dharma duties we have to do. In dharma, the two aspects are there. What we have to do, pravritti, definitely doing that. What should not do pravritti, not doing it, means from that doing nivritti, both of them are called as dharma. वो दोनों होते हैं. सत्य बोलना भी धर्म है, झूठ नहीं बोलना भी धर्म है. सत्य भी बोलूंगा, झूठ भी बोलूंगा तो फिर फंस जाऊंगा. सेम में झूठ नहीं बोलूंगा और सत्य भी नहीं बोलूंगा, वो भी फंसने का है. इसलिए जो कुछ कहूंगा सच कहूंगा, सच के सिवा दूसरा झूठ कुछ नहीं कहूंगा. Okay, now tam apanditam. Sorry, the point is that swadharma vimukaha andham tamaha vishati. The person who is vimukha to his own swadharma, he will enter into andham tamaha. While living also, the regrets and guilts, etc. After death also, will be taken to narakadi, will be taken into pashvadi yoni, or even if he is born as human being, he'll be continued with the same non-positivities. That is the meaning of andham tama parvishati. Who is the one? Swadharma vimukha. What is the meaning of swadharma vimukha? Either not wanting to know what are swadharmas, even if it is told or known, not wanting to practice, tempted by something, or attracted by something, or attached to somebody or something. Such person is called as ki na artha kovidaha asiddhartha. He doesn't know chaturvida purushartha, how to gain. Therefore, he is not artha kovida. Kovida means a person who is wise and knowledgeable. Artha means purushartha. Purushartha means a human being, how he has to live life. So, the na artha kovida means the one who doesn't know how to bring artha or paramarthata or arthavattata to the life, means life's fulfillment. Na artha kovida means who doesn't know how to fulfill life, who doesn't know how to live life decently, who doesn't know how to live life purposefully, who doesn't know how to protect oneself from falling down. So, na artha kovidaha, so to asiddhartha, the artha will never be siddha to him. Is it not? अधर्म करने से वो अर्थ काम, वो जो भी सीख की कमाया through अधर्म, that also goes away, and he will never be given license or permission to enter into even the portals of moksha purushartha. And such person with that adharma, swayam kilvishamadaya, carrying that load of kilvisha or adharma or papa, he will enter into that andham tamaha. So asiddhartha na arthakovidaha sadarva vimukaha swayam kilvishamadaya andam tamaha pravishati. This sloka has to be in the vachana rupa, should be chanted like this. Sadharma vimukaha, the one who is not doing sadharma, then what is he doing? Adharma, papa. Therefore, that kilvisham which he has done, swayam adaya, himself carrying that load, nobody will be transferred with this one. ये पाप वाला अकाउंट ऑफ ना वैरायटी ऑफ ट्रांसफर्स आजकल है, उस रूप से किसी को ट्रांसफर नहीं कर सकते. सो स्वधर्म विमुखः स्वयं किल्बिषमादाय न अर्थको विदः एंड असिद्धार्थ भूत्वा अंधम तमः प्रविशति. So we only are deciding our future with our present behavior. Now this knowledge should now shake all our non-positivities in us and throw it away from the root level, and we live only for the swadharma of this vyavahara and paramarthika dharma of Paramatma. Anybody who talks in this language, they are correct, they are right, they are well wishers, they are our gurus, they know the thing. We can trust them, follow them, and get their blessings, protection. Anybody talks about against this and says this type of nastikata, there is no God to watch and say anybody, nothing to worry. Who is going to, who has come back from the Swarga Naraka and told us, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है, as long as you are alive, beg, borrow or steal or yavat jivet sukham jivet ranam kritva ghritam pimet. In this way, whoever talk, they themselves are ignorant and they destroy themselves anyway. If we listen to them, we are inviting our own destruction. They are called asat. The sangha with them is called asanga. Asat sangha or dussanga. They are dushtas. Company with them is dussanga. That can be your own thought. That can be any book. That can be any program. That can be any person. He can be in any relation. Whomever he may be father, mother, children, brothers, sisters, friends, relatives, anybody who is prompting, promoting you, कोई बात नहीं कर लो या धर्म पापा, they are shatrus or the ignorant people. We should not take their this wrong advice and destroy ourselves. है ना, किसी ने कहा उसको मार दो, अरे जिसने मारा उसको भी, उसको बहुत पनिशमेंट मिलेगा. आप कहो कि उसने कहा, उसको उसने कहा तो तेरा अकल कहाँ गया. This shloka is very important. Swayam kilbishamadaya taihi tyaktaha means being given up by that Sutta, Raya इत्यादि. जिनके लिए हमने स्वधर्म किया, उनके द्वारा छोड़े जाते हैं हम, और वो अधर्म और पाप हमारे साथ जाता है. एंड सचे असिद्धार्थः न अर्थकोविदः अंधम तमः एव प्रविशति. Regrets and guilt and remorses, humiliations by the people in this world, even pulled into the courts and put behind the bars and given terrible punishment, even up to the level of capital punishments. Here, and after leaving the body, if the sins are very gruesome and all, they will be punished in Naraka Adi. Now, who is saying all this? Bhagavan Krishna. Who is he? Who is the one who made the world and who made the rules for running the world? So his rules are like this. The one who is doing Swadharma, taken care, protected. The one who is doing Adharma, he will be put in Andham Tamaha. Hey Dhrutarashtra, the answer is no. But that fellow's mind is so much attached to that Duryodhana. And see the Bewakoof of him, he has got other 99 children. कम से कम उसके प्रति ज्यादा प्यार बढ़ाओ. इतने इसके उतना दुष्ट तो नहीं थे वो. Though they all followed the elder brother, and he could have made those 98 and friends, and through them he could have samjified the elder fellow. Okay, because he fault is in himself only, and he has that his own राज्य कांक्षा. मुझे मिलना नहीं मिला, पांडु को मिला, तो अब at least I didn't get it, my children should get, my son should get. See how the intellect or mind gets conditioned and deluded. And it is not, is it not happening same in today's politics? Hmm? In every place, because of they are belonging to me, my relation or my religion, my caste. So they are given powers or posts, or they are given various licenses, permissions, etc. Very clear the subject is, there is no ambiguity. Having said this, now the last beautiful verse by Sri Krishna through Akrura to Dhrutarashtra and to all of us. Ki tasmat, therefore, conclusion of all this, summary of all this is, Hey Rajan, Hey Dhritarashtra, Lokam Imam, this entire world of ours, inner and outer life which you are living, Swapna Maya Manoratham. It is as unreal as Swapna, as unreal as Maya, as unreal as Manoratha. In this way, Viksha, having visualized this in this way, having understood to be in this way, and it is true too. Having done so, Ayamya Atmana Atmanam, controlling your own mind and its wrongdoings with the intellect which is now correctly educated. So Atmana means by your intellect. Atmanam is by your own mind. Ayamya means having controlled. Samaha becomes sama towards Pandavas and Kauravas, and Shantaha, be at peace in your mind. Hey Prabhu Bhava. See, Akruji addressing us, Hey Prabhu, Samaha Bhava, Shantaha Bhava. So, if we are Vishama, we are inviting Ashanti and sufferings and miseries in our life. How true all this knowledge is. Now, we are all through every class, in every of the topic, so many key points, so many important things to set our life on the right path we are getting. That is the beauty of these Shastras. And instead of studying these Shastras, empowering ourselves with all the positivities, instead of that, we are just misguided by the Bhautika Vada and Bhautika Vadins and doing every papa and adharma, only inviting our own hells for future. ध्यान कर लो बाबा. And we are doing same with our children, not teaching them Shastra, not teaching them धार्मिक way of life. कुछ भी करो बेटा, पैसे कमाओ, कुछ भी करो बड़े पोस्ट में रहो. What is कुछ भी करो, फिर वो कर ही रहा है. Okay, now this very important sentence, I'll not explain it much because you have 100 times heard it. What is that? This entire life is Swapna Maya Manoratham. You already studied the Mandukya Upanishad, and nowadays you are studying the Taittiriya. How beautifully Parabrahma Paramatma, out of himself, without changing himself, is manifesting through the name and form in the form of this world. Other than Brahman, there is nothing is true or real. Other than Brahman, everything is Rupanama. Rupanama don't have their own independent existence. So, therefore, they are unreal. Today we are nowadays studying in the Taittiriya. Mandukya, Vyasa in Vaitatyadi Prakaranam, how the entire world is from the absolute contemplation and truth standpoint is found to be unreal. It is like Alatavat only. That's what I said in the introduction today. Nothing like the Vedantic way of studying deeply through the Shastras, the entire world and the substratum and superimposed. No other literature, no other Shastra in the entire universe of any religion is as sublime, as subtle, as vast, as all encompassing and all explanatory like our Hindu Shastras. And we were missing it so many lives in this life also, so many years. Now we have come across good that we are spending relatively good amount of time. Let us pay more interest, Shraddha, throughout the day in the Shastra Adhenam, Gambhira Chintanam, Avagahana, and then changing the lifestyle according to the new knowledge, slowly entering into the Bhakti and Saranda, Yoga and Chitta Vritti Nirodha, and Jnanam and Dhyanam. In this way, we have to make our Janma Dhanya, not to prove to anything to anybody, not to show off to anybody, to protect ourselves from ourselves and from the Maya, and redeem ourselves from all bondages once for all. And is there any iota of jhoot in that, swartha in that, in these words given to us by our Shastras and Gurus? And are they not the greater and better well wishers than anybody in the world, including our parents and all? Then should we not take the Shastras and Gurus as our true real parents? The parents gave us Sharira. Therefore, throughout the life, we owe to them. They gave food and all. Therefore, we reciprocated when they need. But the purpose of coming into this Sharira as Jiva, who is teaching us? That is Guru and Shastra. Therefore, We are indebted to them. And how we clear the Shastra and Guru Runa? Only by realizing ourselves the truth and helping others to get to the same. इस तरह हम शास्त्र का ऋण चुका सकते हैं. हो गया. नौ तस्मात् लोकम इमं राजन स्वप्न माया मनोरथम मनोरथम वीक्ष्य, हैविंग विजुअलाइज दिस वर्ल्ड टू बी लाइक दिस. स्वप्न माया मनोरथ के समान इसको जानकर आत्मना आत्मानम आयम्य, आत्मना by your own intellect which is equipped with this perfect knowledge. Atmanam is mind, ayamyam is having pulled, having controlled from the emotional sentimental attachments, thereby following the adharmic ways of lifestyle. उस सब से आयमन करके समः भव, शांतो भव, हे प्रभो. ओ माय डियर प्रभो, हे धृतराष्ट्र, सम शांत रहकर खुद खुश रहिए, सबको खुश रखिए. These are the words of Krishna. Now what are the replies of Dhritarashtra? धृतराष्ट्र धृतराष्ट्र ही है, तो उनका आज देखते हैं हम. धृतराष्ट्र उवाच उवाच. सो सो यदा वदति कल्याणीं वाचं दानपते भवान्. धृतराष्ट्र उवाच यथा वदति कल्याणीं वाचं दानपते भवान्, तथा नया न तृप्यामि मर्त्यः प्राप्य यथा अमृतम्. See, one he is accepting the glory and beauty of the teachings of Akrura or Krishna through Akrura. Same we saw even in Vidura Niti. Having heard it in between only at least 4-6 times, we see Dhritarashtra thanking Vidura for giving such words of guidance and wisdom. But unfortunately, in the next sloka, we will say, he says, I am not able to follow that because my mind is in not a mood of following all that. एंड कहने का मतलब क्या होता है, अब जिंदगी भर ऐसे बेवकूफ़ी वाला जीवन जिया, अब सडनली बदलो बोले तो नहीं होएगा, अगले जन्म में देखेंगे. Many of the people, first they postpone all their good life and spirituality to old age. And when the old age comes, then they postpone it to next life. When the next life comes, they say पहले मजा वजा करेंगे, फिर से old age में करेंगे. This is how we are experts in not only cheating the world, but cheating ourselves. So he is addressing Akrura by the word He Danapate. Akrura was addressing Dhritarashtra as Maharaja, Prabhu, Ityadi. So Dhritarashtra became He Danapate. Means lot of Dana Akrura must be doing in wherever the place he is there. So Dana karno walo mein, Dana karne walo mein Shreshth. He Danapate. Akrura doing lot of Dana charity. Therefore, देखो, even in Nachiketa's story we saw, his grandfather was a great Annadata. है ना? वाचम अन्नम तदानादि निमित्तम श्रवो यशो यस्य वाजश्रवाः रूढितो वा तस्य अपत्यम वाजश्रवसः तस्य पुत्रः नचिकेतः. So too, even in Mundaka Upanishad, Shaunako Havai Mahashalah Angirasam Vidvad Upasannah Papracha. Mahashala means having big kitchen to give Annadana to many. So here also our Akruraji is a great data. So in all our Shastras, we can see those who have got the blessings of Guru and God, they all unanimously have one good quality of giving in charity, dana. So let us learn this art of consciously doing dhanam, whatever we have, at least a part of it to the deserving. है ना? देते जाना दान, जितना हो सके उतना, every day consciously. Is it not? That purifies us from so much of greeds and covetousnesses and hoardings. That dana has some at least punya to get us. And then whatever we have, are we going to take anything with us? 4 घर बनाए, 10 गाड़ियां खरीदी, ये नहीं, नथिंग गोज अवे. इतने सोने जेवरात कपड़े, कुछ नहीं जाएगा हमारे साथ. Therefore, better clear the through dana and don't give miserly again. है ना? 100 रुपए, 50 रुपए, 51 रुपए, आजकल उसका कोई कीमत है क्या? Not that it is a less. Those who can't afford, at least give that. But when you have plenty, then give plenty only. यानी बंदा भूखा है तो उसको 11 रुपए दे, 11 रुपए से क्या है, एक चपाती भी नहीं आता उसको. Days have changed. You know, when you take your children to shopping, 10,000 से कम वाला जूता दिलाते हो क्या उसको? जूता. Ammaya. In that way, learn from this Akrura ji. He is a Dhanapati. And that news has reached even to Dhritarashtra. Har din. And in all our again good old movies, we see that Sethji or Thakurji, in every of the occasion of his birthday or anything, he to all the villagers gives the Annadanam, Kapada Danam, Dana Danam. And any of the villagers come and want to get my daughter married, cholo le lo paise. Is it nice, no? आप अपने लाइफ में हिसाब रखो रखो कितने लोगों को भोजन देकर आप भूख मिटाए. एंड इट इज इटर्नल थिंग टिल वी आर अलाइव वी शुड डू. मिनिमम कितने लोगों को हमने कपड़े दिए, कॉन्शियस हो जाओ. कितने लोगों को हमने घर बना कर दिया, कितने लोगों को हम कोई नौकरी दिलवाए. एंड टू हाउ मेनी पीपल वी गॉट सम वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग्स ऑफ एजुकेशन और गेटिंग देयर डॉटर मैरिड. कम से कम इन सब में वन वन थिंग वी मस्ट डू. सम गरीब ब्राह्मण है, कांट गेट हिज डॉटर मैरिड, सो गेट इट. सम कोई भी खर्चा होता है उठाओ उसको. सम अदर फेलो वांट टू स्टडी वाज नॉट एबल टू पे फीस, कर दो. somebody is suffering in the rented house and all, एक सिंगल बेडरूम वाला मकान बना के दो. हाउ ब्यूटीफुल. all those generations will be indebted to us. Indebted means we need not expect that way, but their joy becomes our punyam. Grihadahanam, Vastradanam, Annadanam, Udyogadanam, the Kanyadanam is Sahayam. All these we have to mind it. इसमें हमारा दिमाग लगाना है. कैसे मैं किस तरह से इस लोक का, लोकवासियों का सेवा करूं. Wonderful it is. And how self-respect comes to us. And all the hoardings only give regrets and guilts. So, hey, Dhanapate, ki yada yatha vadati kalyanim vacham bhavan. What a kalyana pradavani you are talking, Very, very beautiful. Kalyana prada, kalyani means most auspicious, benevolent, best of the vani you are speaking. Tatha anaya natrupyami. I am not at all getting the trupti or contentment of listening to your wonderful words. More and more only I want to listen. And your words looking like what? Martya prapya yatha amritam. A person almost about to die and he is given an amritam, consuming it, he becomes immortal. How wonderful. In the same way, are your words like amrita to me? So first he accepted and he excites. अक्रूर, अरे धृतराष्ट्र भी हमारे बात सुनकर बदलता है. नहीं बदलेगा. You will wait next श्लोक में. So यदा वदति कल्याणीं दानपते वाचम दानपते भवान तथा अनया न तृप्यामि मर्त्यः प्राप्य यथा अमृतम. एज मच मर्त्य मरने वाला बंदे को जो अमृत मिलता है वैसा है मेरे लिए. फॉर मी. Having said so, now he says, tatapi sunruta saumya hrudinasthiyate chale putraanuraga vishame vidyut saudamani yatha. Tatapi, even then, sunruta, hey saumya, all these truthful words of yours, hrudinasthiyate, they are not stationarily, stably staying in my hridaya. Why? That my hridaya is so much chanchala, like ours. In the class, wonderful convictions regarding Paramatma, sadhana, etc. The moment we go out, these thoughts, convictions of the heart are replaced by our routine ways of activity. In the same way, he is confessing कि मेरा हृदय चंचल है, इसलिए these words are not stationarily, permanently staying there, and therefore I am not able to live up to them. Why the hridaya is chala? Why not such a direct words which you yourself are saying like Amrito? Not we are you are not able to put them in your heart. क्यों क्या हो रहा है तुमको? धृतराष्ट्र says पुत्रानुराग विषमे, because my हृदय is become विषम, सम नहीं विषम हो गया because of अनुराग to my पुत्र. So this is the problem of the Dhritarashtra and Duryodhana, as they know what is their problem, and the other problem is they don't want to come out of it. You know that famous shloka of Duryodhana, Janami dharmam nachame pravrittihi, Janami adharmam nachame nivrittihi, Kenapi devena hridistitena, Yatha niyuktosmi tatha karomi. He says, I know what is dharma, but I can't follow. I know what is dharma, I can't withdraw. But he is blaming, like here also Dhritarashtra will blame Lord only. Kenapi devena hridistitena. Somebody, a God is there in my heart. Yatha niyuktosmi. He is only propelling me and making me do that. Therefore, tatha karomi, I am doing like that. The height of foolishness and weakness is justifying all our non positive doings, taking the Lord and the things of the Lord, like everything happens because of His Leela, His Kripa. मैं तो उनके हाथ में कठपुतले हूँ, ये पाप दुष्टता मैं नहीं कर रहा हूँ, वही मेरे हृदय में बैठकर करा रहे. अरे वही हृदय में कराते हैं तो फिर वो अच्छी बात भी क्यों कह रहे हो? God, is God confused like you or what? See how we justify. Here Dhritarashtra will also do the same in the next 2-3 shlokas. So right now he says, these words of nectarine wisdom of yours are very soothing. They are like Amrita for a person of death. I am not satisfied with them. More and more I would like to listen also, no doubt. But in my Hridaya, it is not, those words are not staying permanently because my Hridaya is full of chalanam. But that chanchalata is there because of putra anuraga vishama. My hridaya is in vishama sthiti, not sama sthiti, not visha. I told you already the meaning difference between visha and vishama. Visha is poison. Vishama means not sama, which is already imbalanced because of a extreme anuraga to the child, son. Putra anuraga vishame, vidyut saudamini yata. He gives example. He like the vidyut saudamini, the lightning in the clouds. How wonderful that light, but how long is it for? Microsecond. So too, your knowledge like Vidyut Saudamini, very lightning to me, but like that lightning doesn't stay even a minute or a second. So too, all this wisdom never stays in my heart. My mind is sold out to my own attachment to my own son. Then how many in this world today we see attached to the children, pamper them and tamper them. अरे इतने गुलाम होकर बच्चों से इतने प्यार से कर करके बात उनको सर पे चढ़ाते हैं कि we listen and study shastras from so many years, still we believe in the stupid wisdom of those fools. The only useless creative thing we have done in the life. We study shastra and still we think what they say is right. बेवकूफ नंबर वन. हमको पता होना चाहिए हम पढ़ रहे हैं शास्त्र में क्या धर्म है अधर्म पाप है, तो वी शुड डिसाइड. बट नो, दैट सो मच ऑफ अटैचमेंट टू द चिल्ड्रन दैट वी गो ऑन नॉडिंग द हेड to their foolishness because of attachment only. I am very happy now after so many years with my father, mainly mother father, they used to kick us, beat us left and right without any attachment to us and to put us on the right path. That time we used to feel bad. क्या पिताजी प्रेम करते नहीं डंडा लगाते जाते हैं. He is that detached treatment is the one which has kept us on track at least little. If he also was pampering us and tampering us and all that, we would have never come on to this spiritual path. कहीं नहीं फिसल ही जाते थे. Biggest enemies to the children are the parents who, with attachment, allow them to do all the negativities. So, चिल्ड्रन को पेरेंट्स अगर लाइसेंस दे देंगे कि अधर्म पाप करने का, उनसे बड़े शत्रु कोई है ही नहीं. सो ही सेज पुत्र अनुराग विषय में how important it is. So only one thing from episode of Dhritarashtra to learn. He is attached so much to his son that Even God's words he is denying. What we have to have in life? Oh God, let me listen to your words and do the best in my life for my own shreyas, even if it is to get detached from anybody because of whom I am doing any adharma. भगवान से मांगना है शक्ति हमको धर्म पालना करने के लिए, जिसके लिए कोई भी अटैचमेंट हो वो छोड़ सके. See the two versions, given value to attachment and devaluing God's advices. Asking the God to bless us, to give the strength to get out of all adharma and attachments, which is right, which is wise. If we can know it very this moment, we are lucky ones. इसलिए महात्मा लोग कहते हैं हमको कि पाप से बचाओ भगवान, पाप का फल दुख मत दो. ऐसा नहीं मांगना चाहिए. इट इज रॉन्ग. द राइट इज, हे भगवान पाप करने मत दो. See to it that I am getting that complete conviction and wisdom only to do the dharma and punya and sadhana. Is it not? Forgive me for all my sins so that I can continue, and don't give me the result of the sin. No, it should be the other end. Kick me so much for my every of the small papa that I never go towards doing that sin. Is it not? Do we have that guts to ask? Guts भी होना चाहिए इसके लिए, कॉमन सेंस भी होना चाहिए इसके लिए, विजडम होना चाहिए. What is wisdom here? Only in the noble life, righteous life, spiritual life, there is no evolution. Now be attentive. What we want to achieve through all these shortcut methods of adharma papa, all of them in hundred folds will reach to us in the dharma punya upasana adhyatmika marga. ओनली वन थिंग इज व्हाट, यहाँ थोड़ा डिले होता है. दैट्स ऑल. डिले. वहां भी कुछ त्याग करना है, इधर त्याग करना है. वहां मेहनत करना है, इधर भी मेहनत करना है. बट फॉर द सेक ऑफ वन थिंग कॉल्ड एज शॉर्टकट एंड जल्दी से जल्दी मुझे चाहिए, वी डू ऑल अधर्म एंड पाप. Never ever imagine when we call that, when the Shastra says that live the life of dharma, live the life of punya, doesn't mean that it is a poverty. Even in dharma and punya and upasana, one can be much more richer than the dharma, atma and papi. ये वाला हमारे दिमाग में घुस नहीं रहा. हमको क्या लगता है बहुत पैसे चाहिए और पाप करे तो ही मिलते हैं, और हमको अब भी चाहिए. If that अभी चाहिए वाला हमने छोड़ दिया, only one thought, immediately I want profits. If that much we can drop and have the all profit motives. For gaining them immediately, we are forced to do papa and dharma. I want them, but not necessarily immediately. Then go on doing punya, go on doing upasana, go on doing yajna agadi. Everything Bhagwan will give you. अरे यज्ञ करो तो आपको इंद्र पद मिलेगा, that ग्रेट ब्रह्मदेव का पद मिलेगा, वरुण वायु अग्नि इत्यादि, every of the post, everything is given by the Lord when we do upasana. But these things are never advertised, never promoted. Very few. In some devotional channels they say. And whatever in devotional channels such great Mahatmas say that ye punya karo, wo karo milega, none of them are wrong. But the only thing is, immediately they won't come, because in this life already what is our prarabdha, it is set. They won't add this because लोग उनको सुनने नहीं आते फिर. And everybody talks and everybody listens and everybody does also, but nothing happens. But still लोग एक मोह में रहते हैं. The speaker should say कि you are going through your present life's prarabdha, that Ishvara also will not remove it. Whatever you are doing the upasana punya, they are your investments for your future life. Of course, some of them they are very high level in this very life also. Some of the results Bhagavan may give. So I can assure you by studying Shastra that through this punya upasana these results come. But when will they come, I can't tell. That is how a speaker honestly should say. And he should also add, instead of this, write yes, punya upasana marga, any of the 100 means we go through, then whatever is said here by Krishna through AKRURA to Dhritarashtra, we should remember and tell. For the people to attach to whom we do papa, they leave us and go away. For the money, name and fame, whatever adharma we have done, that money, name and fame goes away. But that adharma and papa will take us into the andham tamaha, and it will make us asiddhartha, akrutartha, then buddhu, and all that. So this is Dhritarashtra's character. Tathapi sunruta saumya hrudi nastiyate chale putranuraga vishaye vidyut saudamani yatha. That पुत्रानुराग ना बहुत बहुत पावरफुल होता है और होना भी चाहिए. देन ओनली द चाइल्ड कैन बी नर्चर्ड एंड नरिश्ड बाय द पेरेंट्स. वो अनुराग नहीं है पेरेंट्स में, देन फेंक देंगे बच्चों को. देन उल्लू परवरिश. Therefore, Lord has put that ingredient of attachment in the parents toward the children, definitely because it's required. But if that father knows it, my anuraga for him is not only to protect him physically, monetarily, food wise, but for that I have to do dharma and I have to teach him dharma. If that thing is powerfully given, all your anuraga is good. Like Raja Pandu also has anuraga for Pandavas, but he taught them values, not like Dhritarashtra. दोनों को अटैचमेंट है, बट एक ने पॉजिटिव सिखाया, एक ने नॉन पॉजिटिव. इसके एक को कहा धर्म के लिए तुम मरो, दूसरे को कहा मरो लेकिन अधर्म छोड़ो मत. ये मर ही गया. दुर्योधन आदि. So too, anywhere have anuragam, but that anuraga prema should not force you or that person to do adharma and papa. सब चला जाता है उससे. In all those old movies, I remember, no, those days, dekhte the. So you know that his own children are now criminals. They are accused. Now all the things are proved there. Proofs are there. सब कुछ है. Now the wife comes and falls at the field. He is a judge. ये आपकी बाल पोसे बच्चे हैं. आप इसको punishment दोगे तो कैसा होगा? All that. But the judges साहब कहते हैं before the law everybody is same. I am going to give them on. See, these were the great things that were taught. Like that, hundreds of them. कुछ भी हो जाए बाबा, जिंदगी को सिंपल बनाओ. कम से कम में जीना का आदत बन गया तो फिर ज्यादा से ज्यादा पाने के लिए जो अधर्म भाव करना होता है ना, उसके पीछे हम नहीं पड़ते. इज इट नॉट? आप जितने भी कमाओ, खाना तो इतना ही खाओगे. हाउ मच और बिग हाउस यू मेक, यू स्टे ओनली वन बेड. How much or wealth you have in the banks, what are required that only use. You may have 10 almirah of kapda, but तो पहनोगे उतना ही, गर्मी में वो भी नहीं. कितने भी गाड़ियां हैं, गांव जाओगे कहाँ? And for this sake you want money, and to earn money, how much of dushpravritti, adharma and papa. No, this we can't talk to public in Kali Yuga because they are not appreciated. But those are coming to the level of listening to Bhagavata, they definitely should know. And if at all such things are there in them, they have to rectify slowly from adharma papa to punya and dharma. We have to enter. This is the first step of spirituality. Only from dharma and punya, slowly the higher things of all sadhanas happen in our life. Okay. Then two more slokas he speaks about, and two more slokas are spoken by no, he comes back Akrura and reports that to Krishna. We have no time today, tomorrow we'll see, doesn't matter. Ek din sarvam krishna arpanamom purnamadaha purnamidam purnat purnamudachyate purnasya purnamadaya purnameva avashishyate. Om shanti shanti shanti. Hari om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. बोल श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय. भगवान, हमसे कोई भी अधर्म पाप होने नहीं देना. प्लीज पुट अस ऑन द राइट एंड राइटेस्ट पाथ. सिंफुल पाथ, नॉट सिंफुल, सिंफुल पाथ से हटाकर पुट अस इन द मेरिटोरियस पाथ. ओम श्री कृष्ण शरणम मम, श्री भागवत शरणम मम, श्री सद्गुरु शरणम मम, श्री सूत शरणम मम, श्री शुकदेव शरणम मम, श्री व्यास शरणम मम, श्री नारद शरणम मम, श्री कुमार शरणम मम, श्री ब्रह्मा शरणम मम, श्री विष्णु शरणम मम, श्री परब्रह्म शरणम मम, श्री कृष्ण शरणं मम, शरणं मम, शरणं मम. श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव ओम मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवं स्वर्गे सत्ये च कैलासे वैकुंठे नास्ति अयं रसः अतः पिबन्तु सद्भाग्याः मामा मुञ्चत कर्हिचित् ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ श्री कृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणं द्वादश स्कन्धः आभासश्च निरोधश्च यतश्चाध्यवसीयते स आश्रयः परं ब्रह्म परमात्मेति शब्दते अथ चतुर्थोऽध्यायः we have almost seen the Atyantika Pralaya in which through the Brahma Jnana, Tattva Jnana, Atma Jnana, everything else is gone into dissolution. In that, the last few shlokas are there. Let us chant them and see the meaning. Yatha, we'll chant from the verse 32. Yatha ghanorka prabhavorka darshitaha yarkamsha bhutasya cha chakshusastamaha evam tu aham brahma gunastadikshitaha brahmamshakasyatmana atmabandhanaha घनो यदार्कप्रभवो विदीर्यते चक्षुः स्वरूपं रविमीक्षते तदा यदा ह्यहंकार उपाधिरात्मनः जिज्ञासया नश्यति तर्हि अनुस्मरेत् यदैवमेतेन विवेकहेतिना मायामयाहङ्करणात्मबन्धनं चित्वाच्युतात्मानुभवोऽवतिष्ठते तमाहुरात्यन्तिकमङ्गसम्प्लवम् नित्यदा सर्वभूतानां ब्रह्मादीनां परन्तप उत्पत्तिप्रलयावेके सूक्ष्मज्ञाः सम्प्रचक्षते कालस्रोतो जवेनाशु ह्रियमाणस्य नित्यदा परिणामिनाम् अवस्थास्ताः जन्म प्रलय हेतवः अनाद्यन्तवतानेन कालेनेश्वरमूर्तिना अवस्थानैव दृश्यन्ते वियति ज्योतिषाम् इव नित्यो नैमित्तिकश्चैव तथा प्राकृतिको लयः आत्यन्तिकश्च कथितः कालस्य गतिरीदृशी एताः कुरुश्रेष्ठ जगद्विधातुः नारायणस्याखिलसत्त्वधाम्नः लीलाकथास्ते कथिताः समासतः कार्त्स्नेन नाजोऽप्यभिधातुमीशः संसारसिन्धुमतिदुस्तरमुत्तितीर्षोः नान्यः प्लवो भगवतः पुरुषोत्तमस्य लीलाकथारसनिषेवणमन्तरेण पुंसो भवेत् विविधदुःखदवार्दितस्य पुराणसंहिताम् एतां ऋषिर्नारायणो अव्ययः नारदाय पुरा प्राह कृष्णद्वैपायनाय सः स वै मह्यं महाराज भगवान् बादरायणः इमां भागवतीं प्रीतः संहितां वेदसंहिताम् एतां वक्ष्यत्यसौ सूत ऋषिभ्यो नैमिषालये नारदाय पुरा प्राह कृष्णद्वैपायनाय सः इति श्रीमद्भागवते महापुराणे पारमहंस्यां संहितायां द्वादशस्कन्धे चतुर्थोऽध्यायः ओम शांति शांति शांति. Friends, here also there is a Atyantika Pralaya explanation, in which Adhyatmika Tattva Sadhana is explained, also is complete, profound, beautiful. It is only when we have that deep desire to detailedly, deeply understand and implement that we will be able to do so and get the result of what is wanted by or for us. So, here, what is beautifully said, ki example is given now. Yatha ghanaha arka prabhavaha arkadarshitaha arkamshabhutasya chakshushaha tamaha. So the cloud blocks my eye to see the sun. The cloud is born because of sun, illuminated because of sun, and my eye also is nothing but the sun in the Adhyatmika Kshetra. So the Adhyatmika Chakshu is not able to see its own Swarupa called as Surya because of the cloud which is born illuminated by the sun. In the same way, from the Brahman only, this Ahankara has come out. In the light of Brahman only, the Aham is sustaining. That same Ahankara is the obstruction like the cloud. For the other Amsha of the Brahman, called as Jiva, to realize his essential Swarupa with the Brahman, oneness with the Brahman. How important is this? Now, in that only we have to spend days together to contemplate. As I am saying time and again, all our four classes of Adhyatma Ramayanam, Dasamaskandha, Dvadashaskandha, and Taittiriya, so to Mundaka. Every four of these texts, English people, are very complete, sublime discussions we are doing. हमको भगवान तो इतना फीडिंग दे रहे हैं इन सब के द्वारा कि ये सब अच्छी तरह हमको हजम हो जाए, इसका हमको लाभ हो जाए, तो यही जन्म की जीवन का धन्यता है. So example is given, evam tu aham, be attentive, this aham brahma gunaha. Brahma gunaha means what? This aham is there because of the Brahma tattva only. Tad ikshitaha is illuminated by the Brahman only. What it is doing, that ahankara? Brahmamshakasya atmanaha, of I the jiva, who is amsha again of Brahma, atma bandhanaha, is not allowing this jiva to realize his essential self. So put it this way, my own ahankara is blocking me, the jiva, to discover my own oneness with my real swarupa called as Aham Brahmasmi, Brahma Swarup se. Okay. Now, after example is given, which indicates what's the problem. Now, continuation of what is the solution. Again, for the solution also, example. Same example. Like the cloud never allows the eyes to see the sun. So when the cloud is removed, eye is able to see sun. So here it says, next look I am chanting, 33 wala, Ghanaha, Badal, Yada, when, Arka Prabhavaha, which is born out of the sun only, Vidiriyate. Somehow it get destroyed totally, उसका विदारण हो जाता है, छिन्ना भिन्न छेदन भेदन हो जाता है of the बादल. चक्षु, my own eye, स्वरूपम रविम, its own original स्वरूप भगवान सूर्य को ईक्षते, देखता है. Now in the example, always the adhyatmika chakshu, surya, adi bhautika, they are separated by the distance in between. So in this example, this shortcoming is there. So don't pull the example beyond the main thought. So in this way, the cloud goes away. I objectively see the sun with my eye. In that way, don't take that the ahankara goes away. Then jiva has the darshan of the Brahma, like the eye has a darshan of Surya, having the gap in between. No. That is why the deliberately word used is Swarupam, Swarupam. So चक्षु का स्वरूप सूर्य ही है, तो ये चक्षु अपने स्वरूप सूर्य को देख पा रहा है. So to I, the jiva conditioned by the upadhis, will get deconditioned and discover my oneness with conditionless Brahman. So therefore, what is whole sadhana? Like the cloud vidiryate, then the eye has seen the sun. So to ahankara vidiryate, the jiva discovers his atma swarup. And in world, for all jivas, especially human beings, ready to sacrifice everything, but not the ahankara. And without dropping ahankara, the jiva cannot discover oneness with Brahman. And it has lot of discussions, contemplations, questions, and inquiries. We can do a lot. It can be discussed for days together, hours. Two things only we say. One is what? This pseudo ahankara, actually it is pseudo, it is not real. Second, in the sacrifice of ego, when I, the jiva, discover my oneness with Brahman, I continue existing, not I am ceasing to exist. Existing as infinite, as a Paramatma, as a blissful self. See that example a million times we gave you. When the river merges in the ocean, all its runnings have ended. All its uncertainties have ended. All its limitations are ended. All the intermediate polluting aspects have ended. And what more one thing ended is its Nama. But as such, it has not ended in its absence. It has ended in its limitations to discover its original infinitude. ये वाले एक बात को पकड़ना है। इसी तरह हम का त्याग करने से हमारा नास्तित्व नहीं होता, हम अस्तित्व से हाथ खो नहीं जाते. We don't cease to exist. That's the fear, that if I drop the ahankara, I may not exist. No. Instead of the limited aham, you become purna aham. Instead of conditioned aham, you become unconditioned aham. Instead of the miserable aham seeking the happiness, you express as the infinitely blissful aham. If in these things we become strong by studying Upanishad for a long time, then we are ready. Like 100 बार बच्चों को जब बताते जाओगे, तो इफ यू पढ़ोगे तो मार्क्स आएंगे, पास हो जाओगे, हायर एजुकेशन, हायर स्टडी, ए गुड जॉब. 100 times when you tell, he will slowly start listening, understanding. Then he keeps away this temporary entertainments, etc. Works out for the study. Is it not? In the same way, we are not informed much about the glory of being one with the Brahma Tattva. We are not informed at all about devotions, about the Chittavritti Nirodha Rupa Yoga, not about the karma doing as karma yoga, not about fulfilling the duties. We are taught only कि कुछ भी करो, पैसे कमाओ, काम मौज का करो, भोग करो. This wrong education on the name of education, we are continuously given by unknown sources. They are not doing deliberately, but they are stupidly they are doing it. Whether somebody does this my misguidance deliberately or unknowingly, we have to have common sense to protect ourselves from them. Is it not? Being one with Brahma, that glory, when it is given strongly to our heart, which is not a lie, it is a truth only, then we to seek that eternal, ready to sacrifice the ephemeral, we will be at that time. So the both simile example as well as the sadhana. So Surya, Badal and Anka. Parabrahma, Ahankara and Jiva. The Badal not allowing Ank to see the sun. The Ahankara not allowing Jiva to discover his Brahma Swarupa. When the Badal goes away, I sees the sun. So too then the Ahankara is dropped, the Jiva merges in Paramatma. Discovers his oneness with Paramatma. Now how to do that? Two shlokas are given with one tip in that. Very sublime it is. Let us see what Bhagavan says here. कि घनो यदार्क प्रभवो विदीर्यते चक्षुः स्वरूपम रविमीक्षते तदा. ओके, घनः यदा which is अर्क प्रभवः विदीर्यते, जब उसका विदारण डिस्ट्रक्शन होता है क्लाउड का, चक्षु स्वरूपम रविमीक्षते, द सीज इट्स स्वरूप कॉल्ड एज सूर्य. ये एग्जांपल का हो गया. सेम वे इन द साधना. सो यदा ही बी अटेंटिव. अहंकार उपाधि आत्मनः. दिस विल बी मोर क्लियर व्हेन यू स्टडी द अध्यात्म रामायण आफ्टर दिस क्लास. यहाँ भी क्लैरिटी होगा, वहाँ और ज़्यादा क्लैरिटी, बिकॉज मोर डिटेली दैट टॉपिक टच बाय लॉर्ड रामा. तो यदा ही अहंकारः, व्हाट इज दैट? उपाधि आत्मनः. It is an upadhi only for the Atma, this Ahankaraha, Nashyati. When it is dropped, Tarhi, at that time, Jivaha anusmareta. Through the sadhana, discovers his oneness with the Parabrahma. But how this ahankara nashyati? Only one thing, jignasaya. देखो जिज्ञासा. What is jignasa? Jnatum ichha. Okay, one is living life emotionally. One second is living life out of temptations, or living life with the existing ignorance taken as knowledge, or living life under the influence of vasanas, or living life misguided by double fools than us. Andhenaiva niyamana. These are one way. Other way is what? Not doing anything without clearly knowing. Therefore, wanting to know. That is called jignasa. First, to understand the meaning of the word jignasa. Jnatum ichcha jignasa. So here, the two jignasas. One is what? What is the cause of all dukkhas? First, इसका जिज्ञासा करो. आंसर मिलेगा अहंकार ही है. Then the desire comes there. Let me drop this ahankara. Then second, you do the jignasa of where from this aham is born. In that inquiry, aham is found to be not standing to the inquiry, it goes away. सब समस्याओं का कारण क्या है? पहला जिज्ञासा. आंसर इज अहंकार. Therefore, if the samasya have to go away, dukkha, ahankara has to go away. How the ahankara goes away? Again do the jignasa. On ahankara, where from it is coming, what is its source? In that inquiry, be attentive. Aham is found to be not at all real. In the aham, there are three things. One is ahamvritti, second is the chidabhasa, third is chit. This is very exhaustively, beautifully given in our Drukdrushya Viveka Grantha by Prakaranakara Sri Prakaraname Bhagavan Adishankara, the Bhashyakar. And in Yoga system, in this Adhyatma Ramayana, this topic is coming so many times. So aham vritti is jada, chidabhasa is conditional, and Shuddha Chit Swarupa is Parabrahma. So the Chit Swarupa Parabrahma में कोई बंधन नहीं है. अहम वृत्ति अपने आप में जड़ है. So Chidabhasa cannot be without Chit only. Then where exactly is this conscious aham independently staying or living? There is not at all existing. Therefore, discovering that aham is not there is the dissolution of the ahankar. This is called jignasa. That's what the saints like Ramana Maharshi, Yoga Vasist में बात 1000 बार आता है. Same thing. Ramana Maharshi saint he says, inquire who am I? अयम अहम कुता भवति इति चिन्वता अयि पतति अहम निज विचारणम अहमिनाशभाजि अहम तया स्मरति हृत्स्वयं परम पूर्ण सतो. He talks in that Upadesha Saram. In the inquiry of the aham gets dissolved. In the aham gets dissolved, aham jiva क्या है? Aham with all the upadhis only jiva, no? The aham गया तो उपाधियां भी चले आते हैं. Then what happens? The Parabrahma only is experienced. And one doubt always remains, and every time we discuss that doubt, when I'm just telling example, gold feedback, when the divorce is given, where the husband goes in that man, where has he gone? From wherever he has come, there only he goes. Husband was never there. He was only conditioned expression of the man through the wife. The moment the divorce is given, where the husband has gone? Husband is an upadhi, krita, expression of the man only. But because the divorce is done, the wife is left, husbandhood has gone. Is that the manhood goes away or man goes away? Man goes never goes. Man goes to get the mangoes only. You understood? Everywhere. Same way, when the aham goes away, jiva bhava goes away, don't think we don't exist. We exist as a complete Parabrahma, infinite Parabrahma. Therefore, जिज्ञासा करें. जिज्ञासा में पहली बात बताया, for all limitations, for all miseries, for all sufferings, for all bondages, for all the dukkha, who is karanam? Aham. Therefore, come to this conclusion, मुझे प्रॉब्लम्स नहीं है, फिर मैं ही प्रॉब्लम हूं. Gurudev, there are people who have problems, there are people who are problems. aham. And we are like serpent like aham, that Kaliya, going on feeding that aham only. And yesterday we saw in some other text, the more stronger is mama, the more stronger is aham. That mama can be our intelligence, our emotions, our abilities, our talents, our beauties, our working abilities, our achievements in the world, our name, fame, possessions, friends. ये सारा ममताएं मिलकर अहम को मोटा तगड़ा बनाते. This aham never allows me, the jiva, to realize my essential Brahma Swarup. Therefore, each of them, when in devotion, surrender to the Lord, then the aham goes away. In other means also, whatever the other means by which the nirahankarata comes. Ahankara goes away, there's a great sadhana. That is why the akinchanatva, nishkinchanatva. साव भगवान को तेरा तुझको अर्पण क्या लागे मेरा. These are all to be deeply done from the heart. Oh Lord, you are giving me everything, and all that thing is strengthening my ego so much that I am going away from you. Please take away all of them. Then only the ego will be patla. Then I can surrender and enjoy being one with you. Some more thoughts are there in this regard. In this shloka, the word used for sadhana is jignasa. In the next shloka, it is called a viveka heti. What is that? Sword of Viveka by which the Aham is cut asunder. That also tomorrow we'll study a little bit. Then this is called, by removal of this Hankara, when the Jiva dissolves in the Brahma Anubhuti, there is no more Jiva, there is Ahankara, there is no more Samsara, etc. That is called as Atyanthika Pralayam. So Atyantika Pralayam is one subjective. Each one of us get it. But when we get into the Atyantika Pralaya by which we discover Brahma Tattva, Brahman is one without second. That Anubhuti we are in. We will be in Vyavahara, Upadhyaya रहेंगे, multitude सब रहेगा. But all of them are having one substratum para Brahman that is experienced. So immanently he alone everywhere, transcendently he alone. Like morning class. Rupanama Rahita is Brahman, Sarva Rupanama, also Brahman in the Rupanama Rupa. In the form of names and forms is Brahman, and Brahman is without any name and form. This is again and again when we listen with faith in Guru and Shastra, one day it clicks. What clicks is what we have heard so far, that we just accept it. That's all. The moment you accept it, all gone. Problems gone. It's only question of acceptance. अभी हम संशय में है, डाउट में, खुद ही डाउट में है. दूसरों को क्या बताएंगे अभी. एकदम वो क्लिक होता है इस दिन. बस that's it. Everything is clicking only. I must live life of dharma. It's only acceptance. Everybody knows, but not to the level of acceptance. To the level of acceptance, he gets convinced and accepts, it's over. I have to get up in morning. It's only a question of acceptance. I must be regular in studying Shastra. You have accepted, some of you. Therefore, nobody can trouble you, stop you. Some of them don't accept and it goes away. Like that. So that second thing, Viveka Heti, to cut asunder this Aham, so that I discover myself. Little bit we discuss tomorrow. So today's prayer towards the end, before we sleep, is Bhagavan, now I have understood the Ahanta Mamata in me, cause of binding me to be the Jiva, not allowing to discover my essential self. So make me do all sadhanas by which Aham Mama goes away and Jiva discovers oneness with the Aham Brahmas. We have, through the study of all Shastras, very soon the clarity regarding all these things. As long as there are doubts, suspicions, so long convinced, sincere, intense attempts for sadhana will not be there. Let's see tomorrow. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya पूर्णमेवावशिष्यसे. ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम. श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. बोल श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय. ओम भूर्भुवस्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो न प्रचोदयात्. देवसहित प्रसव सत्यं त्वर्थेन परिषिञ्चामि अमृते. प्राणाय पानाय ज्ञानाय उदानाय समानाय ब्रह्मणे ब्रह्मार्पणं ब्रह्मवीर ब्रह्माग्नौ ब्रह्मणाहुतं ब्रह्मैव तेन गन्तव्यं. ब्रह्मकर्मसमाधिना अन्नं चतुर्विधं स्वादु रसै षड्भि समन्वितं भक्ष्य भोज्य समायुक्तं नहि वेद्यं प्रतिगृहीतां शाल्यन्नं पायसादिमोदकान् शूलानि च नैवेद्यं गृहाणि च नित्यतृप्तमोऽस्तु ते. सपर्वा समेत रामचन्द्राय कृष्णचन्द्राय चन्द्रचूडाय महानैवेद्यं निवेदयामि. स्वीकुरुष्व भो. मध्ये मध्ये मृदुपानि उत्तराभूष्णवस्तुपाद रक्षाणना च व्रताम्बुल नीराजनान् दर्शयामि ॐ नीलमेघश्याम कृष्ण नित्यजगन्मोहन कृष्ण बाल वेणुगानलोलवेदान्तवेद्यनवनीतचोर भक्तजनाधार परमदयावार्धे मुक्तिसन्दायक कृष्ण मूर्तिमङ्गलं गीतामृतदात कृष्ण परम पार्थसारथि रूप कृष्ण सर्वमङ्गलमों न तत्र सु हेमा विद्युतो भान्ति कुतो तमेव भान्तमनुभात् तस्य वासः नारायणाय विद्महे बोल श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय। श्रीमद् भागवत महापुराण शास्त्र की जय। श्री वेद व्यास शुकदेव सूतादि भागवताचार्य की जय। बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय। सतगुरुदेव महाराज की जय।